Yes, silence. Page 298, question 9, be attentive. Page 268, question 9. Madhav, Radha and Gopi are the partners, sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 1/2, 1/3, 1/6. So, first of all, write down in the workings. Madhav, Radha, Gopi. Old ratio 1/2, 1/3, 1/6. Now we have to make the denominator common. So what is the common denominator? 6. This we will multiply with 3/3. This with 2/2. So 3/6, 2/6, 1/6. This is the actual old ratio. Is everyone clear with this? Now balance sheet of firm on 31/3/16 was as under. Put tick on capitals. So partners capital credit side 136, 50 and 54,000. Buy balance brought down. 1,36,000, 50,000, 54,000. Further liability side, do you find workmen's compensation reserve 24,000? Now I'm directly discussing this because 2 long questions are to be done today. Adjustment 2. Can you see liability of workmen's compensation reserve? Workmen's compensation reserve is decided at 30,000. So in balance sheet against 24,000, right, minus 30,000. It becomes negative. Now when it becomes negative, what will we do? Revaluation account debit side will recover the extra amount required, excess amount required of 6,000. So revaluation debit side to workers claim 6,000. And what second effect will come? Liability side, what amount will come? 30,000. Workers claim here will show full liability of 30,000. And put tick on workmen's compensation reserve, that account gets closed. What will be the journal entry for this? Workmen's compensation reserve account debit 24,000. Revaluation account debit 6,000. To workers claim 30,000. Workmen's compensation reserve account debit 24,000, the account gets closed. Revaluation account debit 6,000 in revaluation we show on debit side. 2 workers claim 30,000 we show on liabilities. Understood that everyone? Then investment fluctuation reserve, put tick on that. Asset side, how much are investments? 58,000 in bracket market value. 64 means there is a profit. So no loss to be adjusted from the reserve. Reserve we will fully distribute between the partners. What do we have to minus from the reserve if there is any? Loss. Here 58 is the book value, 64,000 is the market value, means there is a profit. So profit is not to be adjusted from the reserve, that will directly take in evaluation. There is no loss means full reserve of 12,000 will get distributed between the partners. So partners capital credit side by investment reserve 12,000 into 3/6, 6,000. 12,000 into 2/6, 4,000. 12,000 into 1/6, 2,000. Is everyone clear with this? Any confusions? Then asset side, put tick on advertisement campaign expenditure. So that will come in partners capital account on debit side. To advertisement campaign expenditure, what is the amount? So 24,000 into 3/6, 12,000. 24,000 into 2/6, 8,000. And 24,000 into 1 by 6, 4,000. Is everyone clear with this? Neil, this side, don't talk in between. Next. Radha retired on 1/4/16. Who retired? Second partner. Be careful. Okay. Radha retired means second partner retired on 1/4/16. Now partners decided that value of patents is to be reduced by 20%. Underline the word by. Asset side patents are 35,000. Reduced by 20%, so 35,000 is 20%, 7,000 is our loss. Revaluation account debit side 2 patents 7,000. Put tick on patents. Patents 35,000 minus return of 7,000. Outer column 28,000. Understood this, everyone? Next, whereas the value of building is to be reduced in like 90%. Now here 90% is not our loss. 10% is our loss. Can you see building asset side is 75,000? Reduced to 90% means 67,500 is its new value. 75,000 is 90%, 67,500 is its new value. So loss is 7,500, 10%. Revaluation account debit side with the loss 2 building 7,500 and put tick on building. Asset side building 75,000 minus depreciation 7,500. Outer column 67,500. Did all of you understand this? Then, liability of workmen compensation reserve 30,000 we have already recorded. Bad debt reserve is to be increased by 5%, and the word 5%, and then increase. You have done this earlier also. How much are debtors in inner column? 80,000. 80,000 is 5%. 4,000. Let down there 4,000 against second adjustment. Now, unlike the word increase. How much is existing BDR? 5,000. So 5,000 plus 4,000. Do that plus 5,000. We want to keep 9,000. Are you all clear with this? Page 270 at the top, adjustment 3. Page 270 at the top, adjustment 3. Is it similar one or not? Increase by 10%. So there also we did the same. Okay, put tick on debtors. Debtors 80,000 minus BDR as per adjustment will take 9,000. So outer column 71,000. Are you all clear how is this 9,000 obtained?
Yes.
Existing 5,000 plus increase it by 4,000, so now we need 9,000. And we have increased it by 4,000, so that will come in revaluation account debit side. 2 bad debts reserve 4,000. We have to increase it by 4,000, so that will come in revaluation account on debit side. Understood this, everyone? Next. 40,000 is to be paid to Radha as her share in goodwill, and then as her share. First of all, goodwill means we require new ratio and gain ratio, not rational ratio. Now, here, is any new ratio in the question given? Any gain ratio? Any gain share? No. Nothing is given means new ratio and gain ratio will be same as old ratio. Radha has retired. Excuse me. So 3:1 will be the new ratio as well as gain ratio. Same as old ratio. Understood this, everyone? Now, for goodwill, the entry is remaining partners capital account debit. So Madhav's capital account debit Gopi's capital account debit silence and who is this? To retiring partner, that is Radha's capital account. Now listen everyone, circle the word as her share. Means this is the only question in the whole chapter where you don't have to do 30,000 into 2 by 6. Already 30,000 is Radha's share. Sorry, 40,000 is already Radha's share. Total value would have been 1,20,000. Do it 1,20,000 into 2 by 6. So total value of goodwill is not given. In other questions always the language is value of goodwill is so and so. But here it is directly given that we have to pay her 40,000 as her share of goodwill. So straight away Radha you will credit with 40,000. Okay, what mistake should not be done here? 40,000 into 2 by 6 is not to be done. 40,000 is already her share. And directly we will distribute that in the ratio of 3:1. So 40,000 into 3 by 4, 30,000 and 1 by 4, 10,000. Okay, we distributed in gain ratio. Did all of you understand this? Raise your hand who did not understand the language. Her share. Now, partner's capital debit side will show the credit amount to Radha's capital account. In bracket goodwill. In Madhav's column 30,000 and in Gopi's column 10,000. As we have done in the workings. Credit side will write the debit accounts by Madhav's capital account and also by Gopi's capital account in bracket goodwill. In Radha's column 30,000 and 10,000. Is everyone clear with this? Then 500 received from bad debts written off earlier 3,000. Raise your hand. Mark it important. It's a very simple one, but first time we are coming across that. 500 is received from bad debts written off earlier 3,000. Raise your hand. Entry and effects. Correct. Be careful that don't give any effect in debtors. Because bad debts of 3,000 were written off earlier means from debtors we have already subtracted that amount. Now if we have recovered back that amount, what was the normal entry we used to pass earlier? Cash to bad debts recovered. Add in cash, cash account debit. And to bad debts recovered is our income. So it will come in revaluation on credits. Is everyone clear with this? So one effect will come in revaluation account credit side by bad debts recovered 500 and second effect we will add in cash. Cash and bank, do you find 12,000? So cash and bank 12,000 plus bad debts recovered 500. Keep it in inner column only 12,500 because next adjustment we also have to pay to Radha. Understood this portion everyone? So what will be the journal entry in this chapter? Cash to revaluation. We are receiving 500 rupees, so cash account debit and bad debt recovered is our income, credit all incomes and gains. So to bad debt recovered means to revaluation account. Understood that? Any confusions? Next. 5,000 to be paid to Radha in cash and balance amount in 2 equal annual installments with interest 10% per annum. Last chapter we practiced how to make the loan account. That is asked also at the end. If you read the last sentence, also prepare Radha's loan account till it is finally paid. So that we'll do after the complete the balancing part. Okay? But if 5,000 is to be paid in cash, that we can do it immediately. So partners capital account debit side to cash account. In Radha's column 5,000 and asset side minus from cash paid to Radha 5,000. So outer column 7,500. Understood this portion, everyone? Any doubts in this? Now, anything remaining? What next? No, investments is remaining. Put tick on investments. Investments 58 and market value 64 means profit of 6,000. That will write in revaluation credit side by investments 6,000 and plus in investments. Investments 58,000 plus appreciation 6,000, so 64,000. Understood this? Now, normal procedure. Liability side creditors and provident fund is unticked. So, write down liability side creditors 50,000. Provident fund 15,000. Asset side only stock is unticked 62,000. Understood this, everyone? Now debit is more
24,500.
24,500
18,000.
minus 6,500 18,000 by partners capital account in bracket loss. Madhav, Radha, Gopi 3:2:1. 9,000, 6,000, 3,000. Okay, 18,000 into 3 by 6, 9,000. 18,000 into 2 by 6, 6,000. 18,000 into 1 by 6, 3,000. Opposite side in partners capital account 2. Revaluation account 9,000, 6,000, 3,000. Understood this, everyone? Now, very first, which partner we will balance? Retiring partner rather and transfer to loan. So, 94,000 is the total of credit side of Radha
Yes.
and 75,000 goes in loan.
Yes.
Okay, 95,000 minus 19,000, 75,000 to Radha's loan account in bracket balancing figure, and that loan we will write on liability side. Radha's loan 75,000. Now the other two partners
1,42,000.
1,42,000 and 56,000.
91,000, 39,000.
Yes, balance is 91,000 and 39,000. By two balance carried down. Liabilities side capitals. Madhav 91,000. Gopi 39,000. Total 1,30,000. And final total 3 lakhs.
Yes.
So all are clear with this? Any confusions up till here? Complete it fast. So this we have been doing throughout the chapter. Now what is the extra thing asked in this question is at the end. After making balance sheet, we also have to make Radha's loan account until it is finally paid. Now here you have something good. That is, Radha has retired on 1/4/16. Last lecture when we took up with loan account, the complication was that the partner retired in between the year or died in between the year. Here it's on 1/4/16 itself. So if we make that third working of loan, Radha's loan is 75,000. How do we have to pay back? Two equal annual installments. So 75,000 divided by 2, 37,500 and 37,500. Which dates we will pay this money? 31/3/17 and 31/3/18. When does the partner retire? 1/4/16. So first installment will be on 31/3/17 and the other one will be on 31/3/18. Is everyone clear with it? So make loan account, it will be a small one here because of year ending date. It will become easy compared to yesterday. If you read the last adjustment, you can see 10% interest is to be paid. So you will be making 10% Radha's loan account. We are ending now. Very first of all, on 1/4/16, you have this amount transferred to loan 75,000. So credit side 1/4/16 by Radha's capital account. 75,000. Now, year will end on 31/3/17. So here, as I said, the better part is full 1 year's interest we have to provide. Like yesterday we did that 6 months, 9 months. Here full 1 year's interest by interest on loan 75,000 into 10%, 7,500. Did you understand this? So what will we pay on 31/3/17? 37,500 plus 7,500, 45,000. It is also the rate of payment. In yesterday's questions, first year no amount was paid, it directly came in the second year. But here directly on 31/3/17 itself we are making the payment. That's what I said to you. The benefit is the partner has retired on 1/4/16, not in between the year. So installment will also come on debit side 31/3/17 to cash account. 37,500 is towards the principal amount of loan plus 7,500 is towards the interest. So 45,000 will be paid. Understood this? Any confusions? What was it yesterday? No installment was there in the first year. Installment directly came in the second year because a person retired in between. Understood that? And here he retired on 1/4/16. So directly installment falls in the first year. 82,500 minus 45,000, 37,500. 31/3/17. 2 balance carried down. Opposite side 1/4/17 by balance brought down. 37,500. All of you are clear with this? Any confusions? Now again, when does the year end? 31/3/18, and that also is the date of payment. So again you'll count what period's interest?
1 year.
Full 1 year by interest on loan. Now you'll count interest on what amount?
37,500.
One installment is already paid, so balance amount is 37,500 into 10%, 3750. And that is also the date of payment. So debit side 31,380 into cash account. Now you'll pay what amount? 37,500 towards the principal plus 3750 for interest. 41,250, and the account gets closed. So yesterday we did the accounting for 3 years, but here only 2 years because the person has retired on 1/4/16. So this way it will be simpler one. Is everyone clear with this? Illustration 27 I am taking up in the class. Only because of one aspect I am taking up, otherwise I would have given it homework. There is a new point in that. It is not covered in exercise question. So illustration 27. Look at it, page 270. Sorry, 260. Illustration 27 on page 260. See at the end if you read it. What is asked? Prepare balance sheet on 36/16 after the date of birth. Can you make only balance sheet? You have to make first revaluation account and partners capital account. So you'll make 3 formats: revaluation, partners capital and balance sheet. Okay. Make the 3 formats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Silence! Page 260, illustration 27. A, B and C are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. The balance sheet of the firm on 31/3/16 was as under: put tick on capital accounts, buy balance brought down 90,000, 90,000, 80,000. Put tick on B's loan. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Even B's loan will get transferred to B's capital, because you can see below the balance sheet B died on 36/16. So a retiring or deceased partner's loan will also get transferred to his capital account. By B's loan account, 20,000 in B's column. Don't distribute it between the 3 partners, okay? Put tick on general reserve. By general reserve, $9,000, $6,000, $3,000. That is 18,000 into 3/6, 18,000 into 2/6, and 18,000 into 1/6. Put tick on goodwill on the asset side. So debit side to goodwill account, 15,000, 10,000, 5,000. That is 30,000 into 3/6, 30,000 into 2/6, 30,000 into 1/6. Understood this, everyone? Raise your hand who is still writing up till here. Next. B died on 36/16. Under the partnership agreement, the executor of B is entitled to receive the following: interest on his capital at 10%. What is the date of balance sheet? 31/3/16. When did B die? 36/16. So April, May, June. We will give interest only for 3 months. So credit side by interest on capital, and we will give only to B right now. Other partners will get at the end of the year. They are going to continue the firm. So B has that, so B is to be given immediately. So B's capital is 90,000 into, what is the rate of interest? 10% into 3/12, 2250. Did all of you understand this? Now, these are the only points for which I am solving this question, to explain you what is the second effect of that. Otherwise, I would have given this question in homework. Put your pens down. The journal entry for interest on capital is interest on capital to capital. Here interest on capital to B's capital 2250. Now, normally what closing entry do we pass for interest on capital being an expense? Profit and loss, or in case of a partnership, from profit and loss appropriation account debit to interest on capital. But then we studied that profit and loss account or profit and loss appropriation account we make at the end of the year only. Whereas here we are passing this entry on 30th June. So instead of profit and loss account, which account should we write? Profit and loss suspense account that we studied in the last two lectures. So the closing entry here for this interest on this date 30/6/16 will become profit and loss suspense account debit to interest on capital account 2250. Is everyone clear with it? B's capital we have already recorded on credit side. But because profit and loss suspense is debited, will show it on asset side. If profit and loss suspense gets credited, like in case of interest on drawings it could happen because it's an income, then we would show that P&L suspense on liability side. Here what is the second effect we'll give for this 2250? Will show profit and loss suspense on asset side of balance sheet. Otherwise I would have given you this question in homework. But this is totally new point not covered in any of the exercise questions. Okay, here on this workings. And anyone who has not understood this, raise your hand. All are clear with this? Because we are passing these entries in between the year, instead of transferring it to P&L or P&L appropriation account, where do we transfer that interest? Profit and loss suspense account, because it is in between the year. And that suspense being a debit balance, we show it on assets. Got it everyone? So asset side you'll write profit and loss suspense account. Who's talking in between? Profit and loss suspense account. In that you'll show interest on capital 2250 inner column, because more items are there. So everyone is clear with the second effect of interest on capital? Anyone who wants me to explain it again, raise your hand. Now, adjustment to share in general reserve we have already given. His loan and outstanding interest on loan we have recorded, but outstanding interest is remaining. And no rate of interest is given, means will count 6%. So by interest on loan, again, loan is 20,000 into 6% into 3 divided by 12. 3 months interest only we have to give right now. So 300. Again, interest on loan at the end of the year we would have transferred to P&L or P&L appropriation. But in between the year we'll again transfer this to P&L suspense account. So that will also come in P&L suspense. Interest on B's loan 300. And the earlier one is also B's capital. Got it everyone?
Yes.
All are able to understand the second effects of these items in case of death? In between, death or retirement, anything in between this problem arises. Next. Value of goodwill is decided at 30,000. Any new ratio given? Gain ratio, gain share, so it will be same as old ratio. A, B, C, old ratio 3:2:1. B has died, so new ratio as well as gain ratio 3:1. Now for goodwill. Yes, Yuvraj, what happened? Remaining partners is capital account debit. C's capital account debit. To deceased partner B's capital account. Here don't write executor's account because presently we are not making executor account, we are making capital only. Are you all clear with this? Now here goodwill's value is given, not his share. So 30,000 into 2/6. B's amount will be 30,000 into 2/6, 10,000. Got it everyone? And this 10,000 we will distribute in the gain ratio 3:1. So 10,000 into 3/4 and 10,000 into 1/4. 7,500 and 2,500. That is gain ratio. Debit side will write the credit account to B's capital account in bracket goodwill. A's column 7,500, C's column 2,500. Credit side will write the debit accounts by A's capital, by C's capital, in bracket goodwill. B's column 7,500 and 2,500. Is everyone clear with this? Any confusion up till here? Now, next adjustment, share of profit up to the date of death on the basis of last year's sales and profit. This we did yesterday on the basis of sales and profit. We will find share in profit from 1/4/16 to 36/16. That means 3 months, but based on sales and profit. Now if you read it further, sales for the year 15 to 16, last year 15 to 16, the sales is 12 lakhs. First 3 months sales of current year was 4,50,000. So current year first 3 months sales is 4,50,000. Further, net profit for the year 15 to 16 was 2,40,000. That is last year's profit. So, what will be the profit of current year 3 months? 4,50,000 into 2,40,000 divided by 12 lakhs. That is 90,000. Now, do we have to do into 3/12? No, that is already the profit of first 3 months. Directly we will calculate B's share in that. 90,000 into 2/6. 30,000. Did all of you understand this? So yesterday also we did that, and you had it in homework also, where this kind of adjustment was included. Where will we record this? Partners capital, credit side. Again, what will we write? By profit and loss, suspense account. In B's column, 30,000. In bracket working note 4. So this also will get added in asset side. B's share in profit, 30,000, means total suspense account will come 32,550. Are you all clear with it? Only for this effect of asset side we have taken the whole question in the class. All are clear with these effects? Now, patents are to be written off fully, means full loss. How much are patents on the asset side? 25,000. So revaluation account debit to patents 25,000. Asset side patents 25,000 minus written off 25,000, so nil. Alternatively, even if you don't show the patents on asset side, it is correct. And building is to be appreciated by 20%. Asset side, you can see building is 80,000, appreciated by 20%. So by building account with a profit of 16,000, and asset side building 80,000 plus appreciation of 16,000, so 96,000. All okay with it? On normal balancing, liabilities side creditors 10,000 unticked. Also A's loan 12,000. Asset side furniture 60,000. Stock 50,000. Debtors 60,000. Cash 15,000. Now 25,000 minus 16,000, loss of 9,000. By partners capital account, we distributed in old ratio 3:1. 4,500, 3,000, 1,500. 9,000 into 3 by 6, 9,000 into 2 by 6, 9,000 into 1 by 6. Okay. Opposite side in partners capital account to revaluation account 4,500, 3,000 and 1,500. Now very first which partner will you balance? Retiring, here deceased. Deceased partner B, and transfer it to executor account, don't transfer to loan. Because the partner has died, it will go to his executor's account. 90, 110, 158 550 minus 13,000, so 145,550. That will go to B's executor's account in bracket balancing figure. That again will show on liability side. B's executor 145,550. Understood this? Retiring partner then loan, deceased partner then executors. A and C will be transferred as closing balance liability side 99,000, 83,000. 99,000 minus
74,000.
74,000. 72,000 for A and 74,000 for C. Two balance carried down. Liabilities side capitals. A 72,000 and C 74,000. So 1,46,000.
Yes. 3,13,550.
313,550. Okay, so the chapter gets over. All of you are okay with this? You'll repeat both these questions by Monday. Okay? Exercise or as well as illustration. And we'll start with the last chapter of accounts on Monday, dissolution of partnership. Also in homework you'll do MCQs of this chapter. In the homework notebook you'll write the MCQs of this chapter, retirement also.